Okay. Who's ready to see some pain? I don't know if I am, and I'm here to actually either be on the receiving end or here's hoping the dealing end of it. Hello, everybody. Once again, I am Chun. This is Crenbowl, and we are continuing our, well, something of a rush back. It's the Necromantic Horror Team, the Death Talk Reborn, and today we are playing SPC Sandbags, Fred and Gang, the Norse team. Anyone asking, who's Fred and what's his gang? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you. Let's take a look over our team, shall we? Alright, so let's see. First and foremost, because I'm me, and this is my channel, let's take a look at my team. The Death Talk Reborn. We have two people out this week. Sia Boyd and Gil Tiazel are both injured, so that's a problem. And I only realized that Gil wasn't going to play after I bought him new cosmetics to go alongside his new skill of tackle. So that's me being silly. And Sia is out with a minus armor injury. Fortunately, 8 is still not bad. So Sia's, while less good, is not fired. And hopefully won't be dead later either. Euripides is still here. That broken neck, giving him a minus agility from early in the season, hasn't bothered him yet. Meanwhile, Luke, with his sneaky git and dauntless, is hopefully going to prove himself to be a decent hunter-killer. There is an Ulfwerner that we're going to have to fight. We'll find out about him later. Hieronymus Be Blind is still about. He hasn't done hardly anything this season. So hopefully he can pull the weight where Gil couldn't. Adolf the Floor is still in the game. Gave him a few new cosmetics. Not that we were going to be able to see it all that much. But yeah, hopefully he'll be around. His shadowing skill to hopefully keeps him up on people. Anik with Tackle, if I can, and Dauntless, and Strip Ball. If I can get him next to the Valkyrie, who's the Valkyrie, or maybe even the Beer Boar, that's going to be a great way of stopping them. Ooh, pardon me. Enoch with Block. He'll at least must be helpful against the equally strong Norse lineman with Block. Einik with nothing. Eunuch the second, having replaced our fantastic meme before, unfortunately. And Onik with Dirty Player. So if we're going to have him, or perhaps maybe even Luke, be our foulers, if we so desire. I could get another zombie, but I don't have any more vowels. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man, before this gets any further, I'm going to have to get myself a glass of water. If I'm going to have this kind of a scratchy throat, I hope this doesn't turn into anything. You know, actually, on that note, I've got some Dayquil nearby. I think I'll just grab some of that, too, while we're right here. Alright, turn off my water pump before we end up with a massive mess. Anyway, while I'm pulling this apart, let's take a look at it. Let's see, we still have 3 cheerleaders, 3 fan factor, and 3 rerolls. So we're not in a bad spot for, like, supporting roles as well. But that said, let's take a look at our opponent. Fred and Gang. A slightly deeper bench, but more damage dealt from last week. So, of course, let's see. We have Fred the Beer Boar. Dodge, no hands, pick me up, stunty, titchy. So we can remember that if we can remember that we can dodge into this guy relatively well, that would be great. Big bad hairy man, the Yeti. Fortunately, unleveled, but a fantastic option for Luke to blitz into. Hopefully if I can eat him with that 9 armor value with Dauntless Claw. Freya Larper. A holy hell of a Valkyrie. Let's see. Catch, Dauntless, Pass, Strip Ball with Leader, Block, and Dodge. This Valkyrie has done work. And I'm going to try to kill her. Jacob Wannabe, the Ulfwerner, the only one of 2 who's going to be on the pitch, but he's got Block, Frenzy, and Mighty Blow, so he's going to be hitting hard. That guy, one guy way into werewolves, is out this week because he got injured, apparently. Probably due to this armor value, or gaining this armor value minus because of it. As such, there has been comments in this chat anyway, that he and Sia meet each other within the Apothecarius and fall desperately in love with one another. I'll run that by SPC later. Meanwhile, 100% natty. Everything else is lineman down here. But let's see. Block, Drunkard, so -1 to rush, so he fails on 2s. Thick Skull. Well, resistant to some defense, and Dauntless, who's got some more ability to hit. So it's going to be him and Freya that that Euripides is going to have to be a little bit more careful about. Do you even lift, brah? With Shadowing. 6 movement, not the worst character to put that on. Triceps Enjoyer unleveled. Yamirin with 6 points. He could get something, but he's probably waiting for something specific. Jimbro is here, unleveled. Leg Day Man is out for this next game. Does nothing but bench. He's also not done anything with his points yet either. And Biceps Man, who is also out this game. So, he's got 13 players, -3. He will have 1 loner lineman, whereas me, having 11 players, down 2, will have 2 loner zombies. They're at least ways worthy enough to put on the line and get hit. Perhaps a slightly higher average strength. He definitely has more players with 4. That 5 is going to be a problem. But Fred with 1, that brings it down a little bit. Brings it up to a average high 3. Whereas I just have an average of a low 3 without only 1. So it really doesn't. Honestly, frankly, what does it matter? What am I worried about? Agility? I don't have any, but neither of us have anything better for agility. Although Freya is definitely better kitted out for it than anything I've got. Plus, she's about the only one that can pass in the entire game. So we'll see what happens. Alright. So, since this is also the first game of the week, let's take a look at the rankings here going into the third half of the season. Rounding out the bottom, we've got a 4-way tie for 7th place, which is, well, not great, but it's interesting. 1-0-5 between Craighead, Dan, Matt, and Hippo. Lizards, Goblins, Skaven, and Halflings not having a great time of it. Not really having a great time of it. Although the Halfling team absolutely gave me a bit of a workaround. Meanwhile, I'm sitting here in 6th place. Possible to strike into playoff range. We got 3-0-3. Our 2 players tied for 4th are Fred and Gang and Gangoon Gang. Now, if I can beat the Norse team here, and that's gonna be that'll be a bit of an ask. 950 to 950, so no inducement money. That will be a bit of an ask, but it would tie us up at 4-0-3, so that would put me tied for 3rd place. That would put tied for 4th place. And then depending on what my last 2 games are like, I could maybe clinch a spot. Meanwhile, we have 3 players in first place. We have Spudster's Candy Books. Glad we played him earlier in the season. Cadowines. We have Meat, who I still have yet to play. And Blubby's Emotional Support Gores, who I played a few weeks ago, and I'm glad I don't have to again. That one was rough. All right. Our opponent is grabbing himself a snack. I am going to take some cold medicine and hopefully cut and kick this scratchy throat. Why do like Dayquil capsules have to be so big? You really got to work to get to swallow them. Well, yeah, you know, if it works, right? Or at least it helps us think it does. All right. Okay. What else can I do to prepare? Honestly, not much. Schedule. I've got the home team, so I pick the pitch. And I think I'm going to stick with Necromantic Horror. It'll limit his ability to pass early in the game, and then it'll basically eliminate it in the second half. If I win the toss, and then force... If I win the toss, and score, hopefully score just once by the end of the half, and then force him to receive into the second half with a -1 to move and minuses to dodges, pickups, and stuff. I'm actually going to have to look that over again. I have the thing right here. First half, Nightfall makes long passes difficult, -1 to long pass and long bomb rolls. In the second half, Darkness prevents long passes and long bombs. This is to wake up and try to grab the player's feet. -1 to dodge, rush, and leap. Okay. So it'll make his... So it'll make the Norse lineman 3-up, which is amazing for rushing. For anti-rush. No, it already is 3-up. So it's 4-up. Dang, it's even worse. My team will be 3-up to rush. Nope, wrong button. This is the button. Alright. So this should all be good. Yep. Sandbags ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let us have ourselves a game. Of course, all this is hoping that I end up winning the first half toss. Alright. Meanwhile, in my free time, I am desperately grinding levels for next season. Like, manager progression levels for next season for a few, aesthetic choices that I want for the team I'm thinking I'm playing. Look at all those zombies and the werewolf. Alright, fan factor, journeyman. How does he have... Oh, he must have bought a new player. Wait, no. Wait, what? So he gets 100. Okay, you know what? I'm not even going to worry about it. I am not going to worry about it. He could get Bloodweiser kegs. That'd be helpful for him. No, he's not going to get anything. Oh, that would be... Okay. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to take that Bloodweiser keg. There we go. And here we go. Do we win? Do we not? He wins. Please kick off. Who am I kidding? He's probably going to receive. All right. Good luck, Sandbag. Have fun. This is going to be a game and a half, considering I only have one of each positional. I mean, so too does he necessarily, but he's actually got a big guy. One Ulf Werner. The Valkyrie. Oh, he bought another Valkyrie.
Why do we always come here?
I guess we'll never know.
It's like a kind of torture.
And he received.
to
Dang
have
it.
to watch the show.
All right, so I'm going to go into this in the second half, so I need to stop him. Ooh, excuse me. All right. So he starts. All right. Even though I can't hear that heckle, I can still hear it in my head. Okay. I need to be able to try and kill the Yeti. I put my Dauntless in the back line to be able to hit him, hopefully, if he goes for anybody. Alright, and here we go. We'll stick with this. Beer Boar in the middle. Makes sense. Freya Larper is going to be in the back there. A Crancorn Beast. Looking fair seas. Oh, wait, wrong game. If I can finish the grinding that I want to do in the manager progression, that will be good for next season. Because here's the thing, right? I was initially going to be playing before, like, this was the first season that we actually straight decided that we were going to stick in Blood Bowl 3. So I've always been talking about playing vampires. Oh, good kick. But if I can get there before next season, I'm gonna try and get Dark Elves. If I can get the stadium designs, and specifically the Dark Elf pitch.
I should probably say something.
Oh, he's got block. He can handle that.
All I can think of is
That ball on fire? It is. It's the Fire Spirit ball. There have been a lot of fancy balls in the shop of late. And there's another block.
That's a strike made with technique and precision. It's not always about sheer muscle or size.
Oh, wait a minute. What am I worried about? Euripides has got stand firm, so unless I tell him to not, I'm not going to be able to hit Big Bad Hairy Man with my Gauntlet. Ah, crap. Well, that's what I get for thinking ahead. Speaking of fire, what? Oh, that is a banana badge. I thought that was I thought that golden banana badge, presumably from Masay's channel. I thought that looked a bit like a Dark Souls bonfire.
Fantastic.
Okay, so the ball is all the way back there. Luke is in a really wrong position. Adolf is way back here, so he can't get at it.
I'm just trying to introduce a catchphrase. My agent says it will help for future games.
And all of my practice against AI in the last several days is not helping against real people. Did I say pleeple? I'm gonna say I did because I find it funny. Then sleeping, playing Xenoblade. Oh, good, and Luke is stunned. Good start for me. Alright. So he's worried about the werewolf, which is fair. No, he's being cautious. As well he probably ought be, but he's used up 30 seconds of his time already. Of his bonus time.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will.
The newest global badge. Oh, really? Okay.
Jim, let alone right. You should know. You've interviewed enough of them.
Oh, failed the pickup. Alright. That's fair. It's only the first turn. No need to re-roll that just yet. Okay, Euripides is stunned. Luke is stunned. This is good. Alright, we'll stand up Boris. Boris Badanov. And Vakelen. Alright, let's see. There's nobody... Where's the boar? Off the field. Alright. Can one die into this Norse Raider? Or do you even lift, brah? These two are down. Stand up Onik. Stand up Eunuch the second. I can get a 2-die here with Anik into Jimbro. And Blitz into does nothing but bench, possibly? Oh, those two stuns have been big. Alright. 2-die into him. I'll take the push. Nicely, I think you received it during your last bubble game when you asked me to clip those two funny moments. Aha! Alright. Okay, Einik. Now, we'll put the loner in the middle. Einik comes over here to actually be supportive. Wraith Blitz into does nothing but bench, because I can get a 2-die. And that's fine. No armor break, unfortunately. Well, yeah, I'll take the patty cake.
Very tough. One of them should hit harder next time.
Alright.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Alright, Onik is gonna get knocked down, probably killed. Glad to be proven wrong.
Short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground. A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Being down Tackle Wraith is gonna...
That'll do, player. That'll do.
Can't argue
Anyway,
with that.
Werewolf will be back next turn. Unless he fouls him. Which I wouldn't put it past.
Now his buddy can move freely.
Tackle Zombie is not going to be let anywhere near Freya. Block dice are proving to be very okay to him currently. Ooh, excuse me. Get a 2-die. Yeah, 2-die to Triceps Enjoyer. Oh, good. Come on, foul appearance. Do something.
Got anything cool
Fall
recorded
back.
on your Whiz-Wool box other than old Blood Bowl?
KO! Nice.
In the morning.
Oh, that is a choice, isn't it?
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Okay, Wraith is gone, which means I am down to one Blitzer. And wow, Freya is having the time of her life picking up this ball. And by that, I mean she's doing horribly. All right, stand up, Euripides. Stand up, Aenix. Stand up, Onyx. Stand up, Boris. I do get a 2-die into block, which isn't great. It becomes a 1-die, but if I get push... I'm just gonna go put... That's a terrible position. I'm gonna regret this, but if Freya can't pick up the ball, I need to move. I need to make a move at the ball. I can get a 1-die here. Risk the 1-die. Fine by me. That opens up. Follow up. That opens up Luke. Big time players make big time mistakes. No, it's big time plays. It's a 4-up. Yes, please. Nope. But Luke is on the other side of the pit, on the other side of the line, at the very least.
They've got the advantage, but there is
Hey, he's got to re-roll that. How do you like? Well, he's got block.
That's a strike made with
But it's still 3 skulls. 3 skulls is nice. Nice to see.
sheer muscle or size.
He's KO'd. Sometime now I've only missed a few turns. Yeah.
Yeah, you never know when something funny is gonna happen on this show.
Did something funny happen?
Yeah.
You'd never know it.
I'm just gonna hope that Freya. Yay! Another reroll. Get rid of that. Stop it! Damn it. He's stunned again. All right, he's not gonna re-roll that. That's fine. Unchanneled Fury. He hits somebody, right? No, he doesn't. Okay.
You know, I often think Blood Bowl might be.
Okay. What else could he possibly do? We could try to go through Enoch or Boris. You take a shot against Enoch, but it'd be a 1-die. Not anymore. Now it's a 2-die. That opens up a line through the center. For him, anyway.
Dad?
Oh, it's a blitz, too.
That player went down like a sack of snortling unmentionables. I should probably say something.
He's going to try to mark up Adolf, probably, but he left Luke open. He finally picked up the ball.
It's more difficult than it seems.
It was 4-4-3. Or... Well, he's got to re-roll that if he doesn't want to fall over. Nope, but he's... Okay. I can't reach him with
Let's
Luke,
go
so I'll
while
at
the
least
going's
ways start
good.
running.
Well, I'm glad something's good tonight.
Start threatening at the very least. Euripides is on the ground. Stand up, Anik. Stand up, Eunuch. With dodge, this is better. Stand up, Valaquin. Stand up, Einik. Let's take a cheeky one-die block into block. Hey, you get the POW. Follow.
He's on it now.
Get him out of here?
Halfling on a hot dinner.
Well, it's a one-die. That's not great, but I'll... Okay.
Yeah.
Go, Adolf!
Failed dodge. That's going to be a turnover.
Okay, okay. It's not a great position I'm in. I'm already down 2 KOs. So it's 9-11. I have pressure on the ball carrier, but that's all I've got. Fail the handoff? Nope, not even going to. All right.
Can't argue with that.
It's entirely possible from this position to cage up. This is fine. I mean, it's not really, but it gives you an opportunity to blitz with Euripides. And frankly, as long as Euripides is in the middle, holding the line right there,
Count those teeth.
and ribs super tasty. Sounds good. I actually had brisket for lunch myself. Or was no, actually lunch. It was dinner about 2 hours ago. Okay, that's another KO.
He got himself out of a dangerous situation.
All right, the cage has been caged. I have 8 players on the field. I need to eat somebody.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Dauntless tackle is... Please tell me that. Okay, no. Oh yeah, my strip ball zombie was Eunuch the First. He's dead. And then there's Eunuch. He's dead. Okay, you know what? Let's eat 100% natty. I can get a 2-die into a 1-die, and that's just going to be the best I'm going to have to do. But before I fail this, stand up Euripides. Sorry, Jim, but he's dead, Jim. He's dead. If we can actually get a 2-die into Jacob Wannabe, if I could get rid of the 4-strength Ulfwerener, that would be amazing. Plus with Dauntless, actually no, this is probably the better. Take out the Ulfwerener.
There's only one word to say about this, Bob.
Not a word, Jim. A sound.
Come on! Damn it! Reroll! Take it!
Now his buddy can move freely.
Alright!
Sometimes
Okay, he's stunned.
God would have given me hammer-like hands.
Your hands are already like hammers, Bob.
Okay, it doesn't help the fact that there's still a Valkyrie free. But Luke is in a position where he can just start running towards her and eat her. Little Star... Oh, I understood the Star Trek meme. Here, one Vulcan death pinch. I actually kind of know how to do that.
He's now as free as a
Okay, so that's... That opens up that side. A bit. Certainly more open than otherwise. And actually, insofar as Star Trek, one of the Let's Players I like watching from way back when, and a fellow by the name of Kakoskia, he just recently played through Star Trek Voyager Hazard Team. Who knew that there was a Star Trek first-person shooter based on Voyager? I didn't. There's actually 2 of them.
He'll get angry, Jim. He wouldn't like that.
Wait, what? Frenzy alt work? Oh, wait a minute. Frenzy should have stopped when I... Frenzy should have... Or was it just block as opposed to... Frenzy always stopped with sure... With stand firm.
Count those teeth, Jim.
Now, whatever.
They'll have to pick up most of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Okay, he was able to get through that. But like I said, Luke is in a position to act as safety. Only with block or fend. Alright, that's a KO. No, it did not, only with block or fend. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Hey kids, you wanna surf Valkyrie? It's gonna be Zarg Dice into Zarg Dice. I also know that there is an online MMO of Star Trek that I used to play. Oh, I'm also aware of the MMO too. I played that for about half an hour, and then I was like, "This is they didn't grab me." And he can no longer block the Valkyrie. Neat. All right. If I don't get, this is why I got that Bloodweiser. I've got 4 KOs. This is why I got the Bloodweiser keg.
There is no safer place for your money.
That's because...
There's a really old point-and-click adventure space shooter game based in the original series. I think I've also seen Kiko play that one, too. Alright. Take a GFI before it gets harder. Do I blitz? Dauntless blitz? That's only going to be a 1-die from there. It's going to be a 1-die regardless of who takes it with Dauntless. I could do a stupid. I just need to roll a bunch of 6s. Or 3 4s. I mean, I need a 6 and a 3 4 6, so damn it, I don't think there's any good way of getting rid of this. I mean, I could actually, you know what? Eat this Valkyrie. If there's no better way of there's no better way. If I can eat this Valkyrie and then swing around. Nope.
The mad doggy doesn't let up
Nope.
his opponent for 1 second.
I could at least waste killer. Nope. At any rate. The thing with Star Trek is I've never actually got into it ever. I was always more of a Star Wars kid. I preferred action-adventure versus politics and philosophy.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our cabal
And
vision.
frankly, that hasn't really changed over much.
Splat.
You first need a star map to find the actual planet you're going to, then you fight a ship, then you have a one-away mission with Kirk, Spock, and Bones in a red shirt, and 2 lives per mission. Yes, if you would have died once your red shirt dies. Yeah, that sounds about right. Fun fact, I actually got to the point of the MMO where I only had grinding because I finished a lot of the story missions. Alright. Come on, there's got to be some way to... Well, Chun, if you threw more blocks, it's like, sure, if I throw more blocks, anything is better. Problem is, I've been on the back foot the entire time. And I've not had anywhere near enough the positionals to do so.
Well, that's easy for you to say.
Not a word, Jim. A sound. Crotch.
I like that new alert.
That was an amazing mess of mediocre mediocrity.
You can say that again.
Wanna bet?
Okay. I can't stop him from scoring. I might be able to actually punch him, though.
Bob, did you know that there are all...
Excuse my bad manners, but I've got to break in here.
Yay! He's gonna reroll that. No, he's not. The problem is that protects him from the werewolf. Oh, he stood up. That would have been a blitz. Alright, well, that's my mistake then. There's no way out of this. It's gonna be a -1, so it'd be Zarg dice regardless. Could try to blitz and get out of that.
That's it.
Oh, come on, Euripides. Okay, if I survive the Zarg dice, it becomes a 1 die, but it doesn't stop him from scoring next turn. Alright. Survive the Zarg dice! No, he does not. Don't catch it. Don't catch it. Don't catch it. Just give me the... Nope. He caught it.
Just getting born.
Ah.
What a bunch of incompetent gits. If I had my way, I'd flog them all.
If I had my way, Bob, I'd let ya.
That was weird.
I'll tell the
Anti-Cage of the Werewolf.
That was weird.
Whoa! Whoa! Okay, run bad. Raid 92. Okay. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Thank you for the raid.
Push back.
Hey, this is unexpected. Here. Let me give you the thing that I normally give people who raid me. Where are they? There they are. Here they are. Here. Have my patented Ferala Gatekeeper. It's neither a Feraligator or anything else. But yeah, welcome, welcome. I am Chun. This is Crenbowl. This is a Blood Bowl tournament associated with Crendor. If anybody remembers him. I don't know why you'd not know him. Oh, it's his turn still. I'm so distracted now. Here, let's take that off now.
Like a sack of snortling unmentionables.
But yeah, this is the 22nd season of the Crenbowl tournament. This time round, we are playing Necromantic Horror. This is the Death Talk Reborn, a redux of the first team I ever played in the Crenbowl tournament back in Season 4, if you can believe it or not. I've been here a while. And the Yeti gets back up. Just brilliant. As you can see, I'm in a bit of a bind. Oh, please, for the love of God, don't step on Luke.
How do I look in HD
A
there?
whiter shade of pale.
Yeah, what were you playing, Run? I was very interested to find out.
It's actually doing
Okay,
his
he
job.
got rid of one player. Luke is stunned, so he's absolutely... Yeah, Luke is stunned. He can't do anything. Euripides is over here on the goddamn ground. Apparently been following since June?
Any sign of Statler and Waldorf?
Oh, wow.
No, looks like they split for good.
Chaos Chosen Ladder.
Maybe they didn't like the
Ooh.
acoustics.
Why, can't
Always
you
good
hear
to see
what's being
some
said
more
on
Blood
stage?
Bowlers in
Every
the
word.
chat. Alright, Triceps Enjoyer, Jacob Wannabe. I probably should have blitzed the Jacob Wannabe. I could do something. Well, actually, I still can. No, that'd be Zarg dice, though. Oh, that'd be funny if it would work, but... And sorry if the name Zarg dice is a little bit weird. It's just a local way that we call red dice around here because of a player named Zargblargs who used to do it a whole hell of a lot. And at least it was around me, it stuck. If I could get a 2-die here, which I don't.
Snotling attacking the troll.
Wait a minute, what? Oh, I'm still around. Oh, okay. I did Zarg dem dice, and I got Zarged for it. Because I forgot that I also got negatives from being around all those people. At some point, I'm going to just remember that I am not good at this game. And even then, one has to remember. I have to continually remind myself, one is not simply good at Blood Bowl. You can only be lucky. You can mitigate the risks, but you can never be good. You can know what you're doing. You can be reasonably well thought out in your risk assessment, but never actually good. And Euripides is stunned. At least Macy hasn't been injured. At least there haven't been any, like, sticking injuries yet. Watch, I'm going to change that right now. Maybe I should have Zargle Bargle Zarg dice. Zargle Blargle Zarg dice. Maybe. You're going to do another one of those teams on your Kitsu?
A good coach always uses the right
God
player
dang it,
for the
my...
right
Like,
job.
Yep, I've just been having it handed to me. You can be good. Look at our expert division. I look at our expert division and I see people that are just better with risk assessment and
How delightful.
and all of that whatnot and flim flam. Like, you can definitely be better, but you can never necessarily be good. Okay, they're a bad example. You're just the crazier ones. I'm more than willing to give you that one. Alright, well, let's see if we can't at least eat somebody. All of my KOs came back. That's gonna look great on my stat line. Okay. No. Alright, we'll get those guys up there. And all this is just silly. Anyway, let's at least try to eat these 3 players. Because if I could eat them and knock him down a little bit. The problem is, wait, that was your defensive drive? Nothing wrong with being scored on their drive. It's the most likely outcome when coaches are good. Yeah, that was my defensive drive. But here's the thing. I planned to have the necromantic horror pitch, because we actually have pitch rules on. Oh, what do you know about that? Einik gets stabbed. Well, I'd be a darn fool for not doing this immediately. Oh! Good start! Okay. The Necro Pitch rules, during the first half, there is a -1 penalty on long pass and long bomb passes. In the second half, you cannot make long bomb passes or long passes, just quick and short passes. And there's a -1 modifier on all dodges, rushes, and leaps.
They've got the advantage. But there is
Okay,
no
patty
shot.
cake with you. So go into a 2 into a 1. Unless I can knock this guy down a peg, which I can.
Now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
But I was hoping to get to the opening drive.
I agree.
Come
that it
on,
could indeed
Luke!
say that, as long as they don't attack members of their own team.
Blast. Okay, you know what? Alright, let's get Dirty Player in here. Damn it! It's only a stun. Challenge the call. Okay, well, I'm down a player now.
Ref is sending the player off. He's gonna have to turn the RPP.
This is why I don't foul. It never works for me. Alright, so I'm down a zombie. That's great. He's down a lineman. That's not great for me. But now it is necromantic horror time. Agility shit is harder to do. Passing is off the table, basically. There it is. Presence of ghostly spirits encourages shambling undead teams who gain +1 in fan factor. Wait, this is shambling undead? This was shambling? I thought it was necromantic horror! You didn't even know your own pitch? I set it to... I was home team. I set it to necromantic horror pitch. So it should have been necromantic horror pitch. Furthermore, I'm also an admin in this league, for as much as that means much, but I also have the power to manually override pitches. I made sure that manual override was turned off. Alright, so if anything, this is just me. I mean, to be fair, all y'all might not, like, I realize, Corn Knight, you apparently have been a follower for a very long time, which I appreciate. Thank you for that. But, anybody that doesn't know me, I'm stupid. Ludicrously, unaccountably stupid.
I thought for once the show really caught fire.
I thought it burned itself out, same as always.
Anyway. Terrible idea. Which is why I'm not going to do it.
Why do we always come here?
I guess we'll never know.
It's like a kind of torture to have to watch the show.
Actually, no. We'll put the loners on the line. All right. So, Adolf is ready to pick. Oh, Christ! On a bike, and I'm gonna run straight into my other problems later too, aren't I? Okay. There's also part of the reason why I've stated before that one cannot be good at this game, because I'm not good at this game. The pig is... Nice as a pitch effect either way. It's true. Most fan factor. Who got stunned? What? Say Nick, oh! Okay. Luke has the ball. Know what? I'm pissed. I'm I'm pissed. Words cannot begin to describe
But there is no sure thing in
my levels of pissed.
Did the attacking player just slip over?
Who got stunned? That's a thing. I don't think they got stunned. They got fucking ejected.
I should probably say something meaningful.
For each
to all our
manager,
Cabal
D6 is
visual
added.
viewers.
Oh, I can't even read it in time.
Hey, what's that?
On a 2-up. On a 1, the player is sent off. Ugh. Okay, so that it did in fact come from that because I rolled a goddamn 1.
Safety in numbers.
A good coach always uses the right player for the right job.
Blood Bowl 3 UI feels it was designed by Zinch to be as eldritch and confusing as possible.
That player better get up.
Yeah, that's kind of been the Oh, thank you for that, Yeti. I needed that. That's kind of been the overall feeling. It's like, even in the, in Crenbowl, like, Crendor being the, sponsor, technically.
That's it. Force them back and then pow!
He has gone on more than one rant about how he absolutely fucking hates the UI. Which, being fair, everybody's worth their opinion. But also, as an admin, the more times he complains about Blood Bowl 3, the less people that we get to play in the league. Which means less fun for everybody. Oh boy, I'm just getting walloped this game.
Have you tried that Croxiade yet, Bob?
A sports drink made by the stable of Clan Pestilence? No thanks, pal. I may not be the sharpest spike on the armor, but I'm not that stupid.
Okay, you know what I can do? I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk a biscuit. Bring up Adolf, we'll get the support. Two-die blitz. Freya's got dodge, so this is fine.
And he's still standing.
Two-die frenzy. I'm gonna regret this. I'm going to regret this. UI is kind of garbo, but it's got to the point where it's playable garbo. Wish there was some interest in another streamer league like the old TB Kren stripping leagues. Yeah, I mean this is, but like I've said, this is the Kren league. And unfortunately, the problem with the waiting for a new TB league is, well, the unfortunate reality that there will never be another TB league. So, take that as we will. UI and UX should be done by Slanesh so it's enjoyable as possible. That's a way to put it. The best I can do is mark up people, keep them together, and hope 8 movement is insurmountable. All right. Follow us. Oop! Get him out of here! Get him out of here! Oh, that just made that easier, didn't it? Yippee skippy. Alright. Imagine if Korn worked on the UI and UX. Yeah, Korn's UI and user experience would
They've got
be
the advantage. But
would
it is
just
sure.
be like sharp objects everywhere. And Nurgle being like sick UX, you're right. That's a good joke.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight.
What are they slapping each other with? Dead fish? Put some force behind those punches.
Alt F4 would be Korn's.
The attacker has an assist.
At this rate, I might just take the Alt F4. This is horrible. He's gonna get knocked down right now. Goodbye, Boris. At the very least... nope, there it is. That closes off that a little bit. I might
Rolling on the ground in
do a 1-1.
And here comes the other team.
Problem is it's a 1-1 into block. That's terrible. Might be able... If I can get some decent position... Actually, if I can dodge Adolf, I can get a
They've got the
2-2.
advantage, but there is no sure thing in blood.
And there we go. Okay, my center has fallen. The center has fallen. We're done. We're doomed. The center has given way. I'm down 4 players. I'm not going to be... well, I'm not winning this. Really, the best I can do is stand up my zombies. Make sure everybody stays tied up.
That's a good choice for this play.
Oh, and Adolf is now not going to be as good. Helpful here. Okay, he's at least he's not stunned.
They're constantly writhing around on the ground.
Okay, so I can get 2 dies there. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, stand up zombies. Keep people marked. One die. Stand up, Adolf. Make a dodge. I get a 2 die into Freya, who's arguably the scarier one. And then hope. This is a terrible, terrible play. Why am I doing this? I am scared. Bastion is penetrated. Cathay is being overrun. Everyone go home. Yeah, pretty much. Damn it. Oh no, shadowing!
And he's all over him like a cheap suit. That player's earned their wages today. And he's all over him like a cheap suit.
Come on! What is this going to fail horribly here? Yes! Finally!
The carrier himself blocks. That's really risky.
It was genuinely too much.
Push back, but not over.
Alright. Make it to me a 2 die here. That's dodge! Damn it! Alright.
Nuffle must be holding him up.
Alright, cheeky 1 die. Will it get anything? Meh.
He's on him now, like a halfling on a hot dinner.
I apologize, Raiders. I am not a great player. Okay, good. Unbridled Fury is, or Unchanneled Fury is still working fine, so we don't have to worry about him over much. As long as my zombies can keep the majority of that side marked up, I may have an opportunity here. But the last thing I need is the game to end in a tie, because it won't. The beer boar's in the middle.
Are they dancing or fighting?
That'll help the player move without risk.
Alright, it's gonna be Zarg dice into a 1-die. Or not. Oh, good! And that oh wait, that activates hit my shadowing? No, it's still right there. Pass. Nothing to worry about. It's Blood Bowl. These kind of matches happen. There's always another match. You are correct. You are correct. Except, here's the big thing. Ours is a 9-week season. We don't have a tremendous amount of time to win or even score SPP. So these variety of bad games have a much higher, a much bigger problem for players in our league. It really does, what's the word I'm looking for? Encourage the big time plays that we love to see. You know, those dumb combinations of things that just shouldn't work and yet somehow they do because the dice are dice. Fun fact that actually happened one time in Warhammer history by a greenskin named Grimgor Ironhide, and he kept on going until he reached Nippon. Huh. Alright, let's see. And under normal circumstances, okay, you know what? If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this right. Zarg Blitz! Pro roll!
There's no harm in making a
Damn it! You know, if that had worked, that would have been amazing. I would join Crenbowl, but the internet deceives every time, and I lose a few times. That sucks, Salux. Yeah, I can appreciate not joining at that point. And the Valkyries are... I've absolutely lost at this point. There is nothing I can do. Okay. Hey, Luke, you want to try to... You want some pork? You want some Yeti? At this point... At this point, it's not about scoring, it's about SPP. And I think this knocks me out of playoffs as well.
Are they dancing or fighting?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's only push? Nope, no, it's push, push, stumble. Dip damn Daru. Alright, please follow. Oh, wait, he's the Yeti. He has to follow.
Sorry. We may see that player later, if they wake.
Yeah. 3 KOs, 2 ejections, because the frickin' thing. At the very least, I've not taken any sticking injuries.
Nothing good comes from spending any time.
Unfortunately, neither has he. 1 ejection. Grimgor Ironhide somehow penetrated the Cathian Bastion during the end times. What do you mean somehow? He's a frickin' orc. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be a... That'd still be a 2-die. On 1, 2... 1, 2... Okay, just 1. Just one dodge.
Duckling baked in a pie stands more
Wasn't the Bastion mostly busted up thanks to the Skaven doing moon stuff? What a way to put that, too. Okay. Who do I eat? Alright. Who do I eat? And the first-time chatter I see answer this question, I follow. Do I have... Does Luke A. Boyd, my werewolf, eat pork or Yeti? He has Dauntless, so he can Yeti. He also gets a 3-die into pork.
What was that?
That was very strange.
I'm on
It was
Briar.
very
Thank you for
weird.
the follow, man. I
Really?
appreciate
It
it.
was kind of amusing.
Yes, it was rather funny.
It was incredibly funny.
I loved it.
Hilarious! Wonderful! Encore! Encore!
Let's see, who else? Let's see, Boris is stunned. 100% Natty, you're standing. You're asking chat is the right way for a draw or what? Oh, I'm not drawing or winning. I'm trying to have, I'm now just trying to have blood now. But the actual one, but even though both of them didn't have the first time chatter thing, sure, we'll go with pork. We'll eat pork. Hopefully the 3-die. Come on, Luke! Beast! He dodges away. Damn! Shadowing! I mean, I just want to have fun. I'm trying to mitigate my rising ire. Sandbag? No, okay.
Werewolves do make good
You
blood
gotta be.
players.
You know what? Who
I
cares?
agree that you could indeed say
Let's re-roll that. I'll likely get something, and I do.
team.
Eat the pork. Eat the pork.
Good call. Intimidation is the key.
Ah,
One of my strengths that I
damn it. You roll a double 6 on that just to get a stun. All right, dodge away again, please. Good. Shadowing succeeds. You know what?
I think it's the knee that gave out.
Is that a sneaky get wolf? Yes. Yes, it is. Part of the fun that we find in Crenbowl are randomized skills.
I should probably say
He
something
randomized
meaningful
into
to
sneaky
our
get.
Cabal Vision viewers. All I can think
And
of
it has proven to be just as useless as
Well,
you
I
might
really
think
like
it
this
is.
show tonight.
At these prices, who's gonna complain?
Oh dear.
I hope that player has written a will.
Written. Players can barely speak, Jim. Let alone
All right,
fight.
let's see.
It is
1
you better be
dodge,
tough.
2 dodge, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got enough movement to blitzer if I'm given the opportunity.
Help a player move without
He
He's
shouldn't have
KO'd.
jumped. The show's not that bad.
Nope, we're done. And he's surfed. Einik is surfed.
yourself out of a dangerous situation.
This has just been a systematic beatdown of my entire
Go on,
team.
boy. Ref's not looking. He's not looking. Get in there.
Who do I've got left? I've got Adolf, Eunuch II, Boris, and Luke. Not even risking it. He's just gonna score again. And that's fine. End times during the end times, the Great Bastion was leveled by the law of Grimgor Ironhide in the wake of his conquest of the Far East. Definitely interesting. Alright, I've
Team
got
will be
3
sorely
turns.
missing their most infamous player. Can they perform?
Oh my god! 4 of my KOs did not come back. 2-1, 2-1. I'm a Bloodweiser keg. I suppose I got 5 that came back at the end of that first time round. So this is literally just. All right, fine. You know what? You know, fine. Fine! We'll do it live! We're doing it live! Fine. We're doing it live! If I can get... And he still has boar. Well, the boar only got stunned. Didn't have anything to happen to him. Man, this is not at all what I... Like, when I last played Norse, this is how I ended up every game. Short players. Normally that would be for, like, dwarves, halflings, goblins. Give me the ball.
That's a 2-touchdown gap, and there's no time.
Timeout.
Let alone
Do we
steal
get
a
it?
win for the
Nope,
Crusaders.
we lose the turn. Alright, I get a 2-die here. Okay. Eunuch the second can possibly turn something here. Follow up.
That player's a little short. Oh, no,
We'll bring Boris over here. I probably shouldn't have followed up, but whatever. Mostly so I can get Kaizo Bowl. All players have enough SPP to random 1 skill in each category. No apothecaries, no rerolls. Max Bloodwisers for passing chances. I don't know, but it would be fun to have lots of random skills. Yeah, and we kind of did something similar to that. We actually had an admin gauntlet once upon a time. Okay, come on, Dauntless. Just eat the Yeti and we'll be happy here. We'll call it a wash. We'll go from a 2-die to a 1-die. Nope, Zarg dice, and that's the end of that.
There's no stopping.
What we ended up doing in the admin gauntlet, this was just when, like, fancy tools were added on the back end.
Can they pick it up?
Oh, god damn it. He's going to score again, if at all possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. You know what? I'm just going to let him score. If the dice let him do that, then it's perfectly fine by me.
With fists silent, he's following up, hoping to get the knockdown next time.
Anywho, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the admin gauntlet, we ended up giving all of our players areas like...
You look almost competent.
We decided that it would be fun and funny to determine what, like, the highest amount of SPP a single player could have. Do you know? Did you know? The highest single amount of SPP a single player can have
But there is no sure thing.
is 999 million. 999,999 SPP. Okay, please.
They're going to spend time on the bench.
Sticking! It's not a problem. It's just a miss next game. Yeah. And it's a loner anyway, so what do I care? Okay. Fail the GFI. Make the GFI. Make the pickup.
It's always embarrassing when they fumble at that bit.
You know what? It's turn 16. You kind of have to.
Some defensive pressure gathering.
What do you mean, no? There's the blitz. It's an 8% blitz. Now do it. I only gotta make... It's only like a 4, 4, 3... 2, 2... That. 2, 2... 1 and 6. I'm not calculating that odd. This is Crenbowl, baby! Big-time players make big-time plays!
Turnover.
And of course, I roll a 1 on the first dodge. What if...
He's close.
I was going to fail, and it should have failed there, because it was so dumb. Oh, good! Ah, well.
They've gone into the opponent's tackle zone. They should be good.
And now Adolf is just over here being like, in danger. At least it was not a trip and die. This is very true, Salox. This is very true. And we're down 3-0 at the end of 7 weeks of 9.
They are going utter.
What do you mean connection lost?
Save yourselves.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. 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 Oh. Not good. Not good. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Adolf got MVP. Jimbro got MVP. 0-3. Everything looks right. Yeah, I got nothing. He got everything. Okay. Okay, everything looks to be in order. So we'll excuse me. We'll validate the match result. Ah. Alright, 125 team treasury. So I can, in fact, replace some things if necessary, but... yeah, that's what I was worried about. I was worried about being a concede right there at the end. Alright. Who cares about that? Dice rolls! Let's see. 19 ones, 11 twos, 14 threes, 17 fours, 14 fives, 11 sixes. I rolled a lot of ones. I nearly rolled 3 times as many skulls as POWs, but I also didn't roll that many dot blocks anyway. 15 both downs was just bad for me too, because I only have one player with block. 27 and 22 POWs, 27 both downs, 13 stumbles, 33 skulls. But yes, he rolled twice as many skulls as I did, but he also rolled like 4 times as many dice as I did. Is it what, 18? That's 20, 31, 41, 56, 51. He rolled more pushes than I rolled dice. He rolled more than twice the block dice I did, so of course I'm fine with that being that. Yeesh, 24 ones, 39 twos, 33, 31, 45, 30. This was just bad. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to say it was dicing bad. It just didn't work out for me. My pro worked, apparently. Regeneration failed the one time. My character played true to her character and stayed on the sideline the entire game. Now, only because she got knocked into a pit of spikes. Let me see. I made the one catch from when it was caught by the kickoff. Cheering fans, 100. That, okay, sure. Dauntless worked every time. Dedicated fans, okay. At least I didn't lose any. 62% dodging. Foul appearance never once went off in my favor. 50% KO, and it looked so good at the beginning too. And they are 3-ups. I had a Bloodweiser keg. Enough of that. They meant in Pro Bowl. That's true. Ah, well, whatever. Whatever. This game was just a wash. 0-3. Although, to be fair, Fred and Gang was one of the players that I was most worried about playing against. He Was tied for first when we went in. Now he's absolutely in first. Who do I have left? Well, depending on what happens, I have Shambling Undead, we have Meat, and the Juicy gets Goblins to play in my next 2 games. So, yeah. I suppose it's still technically... I miss Pro... Well, unfortunately, there's no good way of doing Pro Bowl in Blood Bowl 3. I mean, it was barely possible in Blood Bowl 2 with mixed teams. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but when players started falling off, it just became less fun. Just a lot of work for not a lot of benefit. And I put together Pro Bowl, so I'm aware of those problems. Alright, well, let's see. What have we got? Whole lot of nothing. Adolf doesn't have anywhere near enough points to get anything. Yeah, not much happened. Well, it wasn't a... Wasn't there a missed next game injury? Oh, wait, it was a line. It was a line. It was a loner. It was a loner. I don't care about the loners. $125. I can get a flesh golem. I can get a ghoul. I can get more zombies. Going into Shambling Undead, the extra golem would be fine. Would be good. Goblins, at least ways Gil is back with his tackle. Do I get another flesh golem? Werewolves act as much as blitzers and ball carriers for my taste as anything else. Like, Frenzy is as good as Dodge in a lot of cases. Ghoul runners with Dodge. That's a question, isn't it? Ah, well, it's a question I'll answer later. Because... oh my... Hey, Chun, GG's tough rolls in the second half especially. And that's Blood Bowl, Sandbag. GG, indeed, friend. Yeah, good on ya. Good on you. It was a... I hesitate to say a good game, or even fun. It was a game of many. It's what happens. It's definitely what happens. Nothing went my way, and that's just fine. But yeah. That's Blood Bowl, baby. It was surely one of the games of all times. Indeed. Indeed. Like I said before, I was positively afraid of facing you.
No, looks like they split for good. Maybe they didn't like the acoustics.
Why, can't you hear what's being said on stage?
Every word.
I'm at least ways glad that I know how to separate heckles from my background audio, so if I wanted to have something in the background that I could just hear, that would be one thing. But on the other hand, I miss hearing the heckles. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was definitely worried about facing you, dude. And I was apparently very right to. But hey, we got that out of the way, and now hopefully I can play goblins next week and try to get a few more points to go into Shambling Undead Week 9. Or I can just get my butt kicked in by Shambling Undead in Week 8 and just have a good old-fashioned detox in Week 9 against goblins. What do you mean it's Kojima? I'm not sure I'm getting... I'm not sure I'm parsing what you're saying, Kitsu. Ah, well. Anyway. This has definitely been a fun season. I'm not gonna lie. It's been good coming back to Necromantic Horror. Here... It was a lot of fun... The heckle from Game Show. Alright. Oh, that game show. He was on stage everywhere. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Now I get it. Yep. Took me a second. I forgot that Statler and Waldorf were at the Game Awards for whatever reason. Underutilized, too. Anyway. But yeah. A lot of fun coming back to Necro. Bought my actual Necromantic Horror physical Blood Bowl minis. So, gotta paint those. It's been good. Coming back to these players, these characters, it's been a lot of fun. I'm glad I did that, but I'm hoping to actually play something different and better next season. Alright, well, yeah, with that... Pulled guns on Kojima during the Game Awards. They actually also pulled a machine gun against the Muppets in the Muppet Show one time. Probably, I do have that to clip. I probably could add it. Anyway, so let's see. Let's go back to Twitch. Let's see who's worth rating. You know what? We did last time. We can do it one more time again. So I need to get to work. Possibly get something a bit more to eat, because I definitely could use a snack. But in the meantime, here, I'll send you over to another old favorite of mine. I'll send you up to Raid Nintendo Capri Sun. Exposit the joys of Blood Bowl to him. But until then, we have Dungeons & Dragons on Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. More Blood Bowl next week. Possibly even actual next week, considering today is Tuesday. This was the first game of this week. And so yeah, there's more stuff coming down the pipeline. But we'll have fun when that happens. But until then, guys, thank you all for hanging around, chatting, being all around cool dudes, for following that raid again, massive raid. Thank you. I appreciate it. Everyone else, you have a good rest of your day, all. And I'll see you later. Wrong frickin' closing screen.
Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No.
Quiet!